Unlock your future in the world of technology. Welcome to Medha XL, the land of IT.
The sudden accessibility of artificial intelligence has left many professionals watching their specialized skills, once high-value assets, seemingly lose their market weight overnight. We have seen this anxiety before. When desktop computers arrived, typists and clerks braced for mass unemployment. The internet brought predictions of total commercial collapse, and smartphones once terrified traditional media industries. In each instance, however, these technologies eventually supported millions of new livelihoods that were impossible to imagine before the shift occurred. Much of today's paralysis is driven by the question, will AI replace me? To navigate this transition, we have to ask a different question. How can this technology enhance what I already do? Most people view their job as a single identity, but a job is actually an ecosystem made up of hundreds of specific microtasks. When we break down a typical workday, we find specific domains where AI demonstrates a clear advantage. It can generate vast amounts of content, analyze massive datasets, and execute routine loops far faster than a human. But artificial intelligence hits a hard wall. There is a precise boundary where its processing capabilities fail to replicate human cognitive functions. Behind that barrier are the domains of judgment, empathy, ethics, and creativity. These are qualities that an LLM can simulate, but cannot genuinely possess or apply to high-stakes human scenarios. Separating these tasks prevents the cognitive drain caused by shifting between creative thought and repetitive execution. By delegating the rote work, a professional can reallocate their primary hours to the high-level strategy and judgment that a machine cannot simulate. AI functions as a tool to strip away repetitive mechanical labor, leaving the uniquely human elements of a role at the center of the operation. We can understand this dynamic through the concept of mechanical advantage. Consider the bicycle. It takes the limited physical energy a human can generate and translates it into massive forward output. A bicycle does not replace the rider's legs, it is entirely useless without them. Artificial intelligence is a bicycle for the mind. It accelerates learning and processing speeds, allowing a person to travel much further intellectually with the same amount of effort. We are already seeing this cognitive multiplication. A doctor using AI can sift through thousands of medical records to identify patterns faster, and a programmer can use an AI copilot to debug code in a fraction of the usual time. In these scenarios, the human remains the central processor. The machine provides the speed, but the rider still decides the destination. The modern economy is following an old evolutionary rule. Future dominance belongs to the people who adapt, not necessarily the ones with the most raw intelligence. For students, this means moving beyond job market anxiety. The most valuable skill now is using AI as a learning partner to aggressively build your own domain knowledge and critical thinking. For employees, staying relevant requires a new curriculum, mastering prompt engineering, complex data interpretation, and process automation. This chart highlights the real shift in the workforce. Your competition is not the artificial intelligence itself. It is the rival employee who has learned to use it effectively. Small business owners can leverage this technology as an organizational multiplier. A 5-person team can now deploy marketing and analytical capabilities that once required a massive corporate infrastructure. The ultimate danger is the illusion of safety in stagnation. Staying the same while the technological environment evolves is the only guaranteed path to obsolescence. AI provides the mechanical output, but it cannot determine what that output is for. The ultimate destination and the final purpose for the work are decisions that remain exclusively in human hands.